Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. Today we are looking at Unit 4 of our book, which I'm showing to you just now. I'm in my house at the moment, so I'm sorry if the lighting is not perfect. We're just about to have a storm, actually, so it might get a bit noisy. Okay, so the topic for today is great ideas, and there's a quotation from a man called George Seldes, who lived in 1890 and died in 1995. And he says all the great ideas are controversial or have been at one time. Now, if we look over here, we can see that we've got some vocabulary, verb and noun combinations. We have some, we don't have listening because we don't have the CD. There's some reading, which is three great ideas. And then we have a bit of grammar, past simple and past continuous tense. And then we have some skills about successful meetings. So let's get started on this. Now there's some discussion ideas for you here. Which of these statements do you agree with and which do you disagree with? The statement number one, there are no new ideas. Now what that basically means is, the problems that people have faced have been the same all the way through all the generations. So basically, some people believe that there are no new ideas anymore. Number two, most of the best ideas are discovered by accident. Do you agree with that? There are some examples of this. For example, penicillin was discovered by accident. However, when someone has a good piece of luck, they also have to have an awful lot of hard work to try and take advantage of that idea. There's nothing wrong with copying and improving the ideas of others. Research and development is the key to great business ideas. The best way to kill an idea is to take it to a meeting. So, research and development is always important. Copying and improving on the ideas of others. Now, here's something that I would like you to talk about in your YouTube video today. What do you think are some of the best ideas in the last 20 years? What's the best idea you have ever had? Which creative person do you most admire and why? And what should companies do to encourage new ideas? This here is your project for this week. Now, as usual, you will record yourself speaking on YouTube, upload it to YouTube, and then share the link with everyone. So these sentences here, these 4 questions, you will answer in a YouTube video. Okay, so verb and noun combinations. Match the word partnerships 1 to 6 to the definitions A to F. Okay, so we're matching up one side with the other side. To take advantage of an opportunity is to do something when you get the chance to do it. To raise somebody's status. Is to make someone look or feel more important. To enter a market is to start selling goods or services in a new area. To extend a product range is to offer a larger variety of goods. To meet a need is to do or provide something that is necessary. And to make a breakthrough is to make an important discovery or change. Okay, so write these down into your notebook, side by side. So with number 1, and then which one is the correct answer for that, so that you have a note of it. These will pop up in your exam. Okay? Now it says read this extract from a talk by the head of a research and development department, then complete the gaps 1 to 6 with the correct form of a word partnership from exercise A. So, this is exercise A. So you're going to take one of these partnerships. Now remember, to take advantage of an opportunity is going to go in. So, to take advantage of an opportunity to do something. So you're going to write it in. Okay. So we're going to jump through these ones. Now listen, as we're doing this, if you want to do this, then of course you can. And you'll find the listening tape script at the back of the book. But I don't think it's necessary for us to do it right now. We're a little bit behind time, so I'm trying to catch up. So I don't think it's completely necessary to do this. Now, the 3 great ideas. This book can be a bit confusing because there are little things in unusual places, but let's take a look at the 3 great ideas. So down here on the next page, there's one idea. Who needs translators? Second idea, safer cycling. And then the third idea, going for gold. So I'm going to read these to you, and then I want you to complete this table here. Work in groups of 3, so find a friend. Make some quick notes in answer to the questions below. And student A, B and C. So you'll each read a different article, and you'll write down the information that you find, and then discuss these. Now you can discuss these in your groups of 3. Okay, so who needs translators? Google is developing software for the first phone capable of translating foreign languages almost instantly. By building on existing technologies in voice recognition and automatic translation, Google hopes to have a basic system ready within a couple of years. If it works, it could eventually transform communication among speakers of the world's 6,000 plus languages. The company has already created an automatic system for translating text on computers, which is being honed by scanning millions of multilingual websites and documents. So far, it covers 52 languages. Google also has a voice recognition system that enables phone users to conduct web searches by speaking commands into their phones rather than typing them. Now it's working on combining the 2 new technologies to produce software capable of understanding a caller's voice and translating it into a synthetic equivalent in a foreign language. Like a professional human interpreter, the phone would analyze packages of speech, listen to the speaker until it understands the full meaning of words and phrases before attempting translation. Now, Article 2 for Student 2. Swedish designers have created a cycling collar that is worn around the neck with an airbag hidden inside. When sensors in the device determine a crash has happened, an airbag instantly inflates around the cyclist's head to form a helmet. The invention was presented today in Stockholm. It'll go on sale in Sweden early next year for about £50. The designers have spent 6 years developing it. Therese Alston, one of the inventors, said, "The protection should include keeping the sense of freedom and not ruining your hairstyle." The device has been improved by recreating hundreds of accidents using crash test dummies and real riders. We've developed a new, unique, patented mathematical method to distinguish these movement patterns, said the inventors. A small helium gas cylinder inflates the airbag in 0.1 seconds and is designed to let cyclists see at all times. The airbag stays inflated for several seconds. It's powered by a rechargeable battery, co-inventor Anna Haupt said. The shell of the collar is removable and available in many different styles and fabrics and will be launched in new fashion collections. And then Article 3 for Student 3. Apart from being gold-plated and the fact that they are bulletproof, they seem much like any other vending machine. But instead of chocolate bars, a network of gold-to-go machines dispense 24-carat bullion in a small presentation box. Originally designed as a marketing device for an online gold trading business, the machines have become a success that they're such a success that their inventor plans to build a global network, installing them everywhere, from fitness centers to cruise ships. Thomas Geisler, the German businessman behind the machines, said their unexpected success was a result of recent interest in gold. Our customers are those who are catching on to the idea that gold is a safe investment at a time of financial instability, he said. Since the first machine was installed in May in the lobby of Abu Dhabi's Emirates Palace Hotel, 20 gold to go machines have appeared across Europe. Germany already has 8. Next month, the first machines will open in the United States, in Las Vegas and Florida. The company claims its gold is cheaper than that available from banks, largely because its overheads are lower, and that unlike a bank, the machine gold unlike at the bank, the machine gold is available immediately. Okay, now we get to past simple and past continuous tense. Now, past simple, the action started and it is now finished. There is no connection to now. The action, the verb, the katakarjaan, you did it yesterday, last week. You know exactly the time it happened. Last night in 1982. Now with most past tense verbs, you just add ed. However, you know with English, not everything is as simple as that. Now, past simple is for finished actions. It started and it finished. It's not connected to now. Last night, I ate a sandwich. Okay, so that's past continuous. Now, we studied that before. Past continuous is talking about an action that was interrupted. For example, the man was robbing the bank, and then we have past simple, when the policeman arrived. Now, of course, the robber isn't going to continue stealing because the policeman is there. So, the robber was stealing the money when the policeman arrived. An interrupted action. You didn't get to finish it. This is yesterday or before. You didn't get to finish it. I was having a bath when the phone rang. So of course, you have to get out of the bath, go and answer the phone. Your bath was disturbed. I was cooking my dinner when the gas bottle exploded. Well, of course, you can't cook your dinner because you're dead. So, I was doing something when something happened, right? Incomplete action. Or, if I want to know what you were doing last night at 7 o'clock. Now, what was I doing last night at 7 o'clock? Well, I started watching television at 6 p.m. and I finished at 9 p.m. So now it's finished, right? But at 7 p.m. I hadn't finished it. I was in the process of doing it. So last night at 7 p.m. I was watching television. So if you want to know what someone was doing at a certain time in the past, then we can use past continuous tense. Now, if we look at page 144, you'll see a little grammar reference, right? I want you to write down all of this into your notebook, right? All of it. Don't be lazy, right? I'm not saying you're lazy, I'm just saying don't be lazy, right? Okay, sorry, I have to jump back. I missed. Okay, so past simple. Now, you can go to the YouTube. I'll put up 2 links. one for past simple, 3 links, one for past simple, one for past continuous, and one for the difference between them. Okay? And that takes us to here. Now, I want you to do this exercise in your notebook. So, people wrote or were writing. You have to choose which one. Laszlo Biro invented or was inventing. Worked or was working. So you have to think about the roles and really understand them so that you're able to do that. Okay. Now, skills about successful meetings. Which of these statements do you agree with and why? The best number for a meeting is 6 people or fewer. Never have food or drink during a meeting. Always start and finish a meeting on time. You should sit round the table when you have a meeting. A meeting must always have a leader, and at a formal meeting, each person should speak in turn. Now, you might have different opinions from each other about that one, right? Okay. And then we get to page 41, right? And this is useful language. And this is useful language when you're at a meeting and you want to ask questions, or maybe you're the leader of the meeting and you want to make suggestions or disagree or ask for comments, or if you don't understand something. So these are very nice phrases. Can we start, please? Right. Let's begin. Stating the aim. The main purpose of this meeting is to blah blah blah. Asking what do you think is a very nice way of asking for a comment. How do you feel about this? Let's move on now. The next thing to discuss. What do you mean by sorry, I don't understand? Summarizing. Okay, let's summarize. Or let's recap. Giving opinions. I think we should. I'm in favor of. Making suggestions. Perhaps we should. We could. We might. Agreeing. I think you're right. I agree. Disagreeing. I don't know about that. Or I'm afraid I don't agree. Or interrupting. Hold on a moment. Can I just say something? These are very useful little phrases for you. Okay, and I think we're going to skip on this one as well for today. Now, I did notice that quite a lot of you have not yet done your YouTube. Deadlines are deadlines. They call them dead because if you don't do them, then you die. Please, my students, learn to respect deadlines, because very soon you're going to be in a job. And if you miss your deadline, your boss is going to fire you. Learn to respect deadlines. This is not school anymore. Right? Okay, so that's going to be my little presentation with you for today. If you look in the Google Classroom, then you will find the YouTube videos and some little bit of notes. Not many notes today, because I made a video. Hopefully I've recorded it properly. Let's find out right now. See you next week. Bye-bye.